I would like to thank the advisory committee and the Millennium Circle members for giving us the opportunity to share a little bit about CASA. I want to share with you a little bit about the story of a 10-year-old girl who was one of our CASA kids. About 1 year ago, she was removed from the care of her father, stepmother, and paternal grandmother. She suffered significant physical abuse and neglect. And I don't mean to upset or disturb you with what I'm about to share with you, but it was reported in our local newspaper, the allegations, because earlier this year, the father, stepmother, and paternal grandmother were arrested. She was locked in a bedroom for an extended period of times and tied to her bed. She was forced to wear urine-soaked clothing and prevented from showering for extended periods. She was deprived of food for extended periods. When she was given food, she was forced to eat out of a soiled diaper, or food was thrown on the floor so she would have to eat from the ground. The adults made her younger siblings strike her. Her grandmother threw her against walls, hit her with a small baseball bat, and one time smashed a coffee cup over her head. It is an unfortunate reality that that type of abuse and neglect exists in our community. But I can tell you that because CASA of Luzerne County exists in our community, she has an advocate. She has a trusted adult who has been able to say to her, "This was not your fault. This should not have happened, and I'm going to do my very best to make sure this doesn't happen to you again." She's now in her 4th foster care placement in about 1 year, as are her 6 other step-siblings who are all younger than her. We recently had an advocate appointed to 2 of her step-siblings and have 2 other advocates available for the 4 remaining step-siblings. 3 years ago, CASA of Luzerne County had 18 advocates serving 25 children. So we initiated a program called 90 and 20, where we wanted to have 90 advocates by the year 2020. I can tell you that because of the donations and funders of like the Luzerne Foundation and others, we currently will have 70 volunteer advocates by the end of this year. We are well on our way to reaching our goal of 90 and 20, giving us the capacity to have an advocate for more than 100 children. But there are more than 500 Luzerne County children in foster care because of abuse and neglect. The need is great, however, our impact is significant. We are one trusted adult can provide that child with a voice in the courtroom and make a difference in his or her life during one of the most traumatic periods they are experiencing as a result of abuse and neglect. Thank you.
Do you only help children, or is it both children?
No, we only provide our services to children from birth to age 21. Those children determined dependent by the court because they are without proper parental care or control.
What will you use the funding for?
We are a member of the National CASA organization, and as part of their best practices that we subscribe to, for every increase of advocates by 25, we need to add a staff person to supervise and to train those volunteer advocates. So roughly 1 supervisory position, training position, for every 25 volunteers is roughly $50,000. So the money allows us to continue to increase the number of volunteer advocates to serve more children. And that is our mission. Our mission is to provide every child in Luzerne County with a court-appointed special advocate to ensure that they have the opportunity to return to a safe, permanent home just as quickly as possible.
How broad a reach within Luzerne County? All of the county or predominantly the valley?
You know, it's all of the court that appoints us is the Court of Common Pleas of Luzerne County. However, Many of these children experience placements outside of Luzerne County, but we're only involved with Luzerne County children. Yes, ma'am.
What kind of training do you give the advocates?
We receive a curriculum through the National CASA organization that consists of topics of the role of the CASA, the foster care system, abuse and neglect, trauma, mental health, educational advocacy, cultural competence. And in addition to that, first of all, it's about 30 hours of classroom training we do over the course of 9 weeks. And we also bring in providers from the community in these different subject areas. We've had providers from Head Start, Maternal Family Health Services, Wyoming Valley Drug and Alcohol Services, Domestic Violence Service Center, to bring in community providers to share with them what's happening in our own community. And we also have our current advocates present with regard to their particular case to support them in their experience of becoming better volunteers. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.